Hey everyone, Shawn Clement here. We're gonna show you how grass whips, hockey sticks, hammers, and a multitude of other tools are gonna help you simplify the game beyond belief so that you can evolve into the golfer you're supposed to be. Enjoy. Hey everyone, Shawn here, and it's a beautiful day at the Royal Quebec Golf Club in Quebec City, and today we're taking care of your slice. Now, how do you cure a slice? The best way to do that is to create a draw. You go in the opposite field. The last thing you want to do is try and hit the ball straight because the human machine does not make straight lines. Just ask your friendly neighborhood soccer player, or as you would say, football player. If I wanted to take a football and make it curve to the left, I would approach it on an angle. And my motion, my momentum would actually go out to the right, and I'd be using the inside of my foot to deliver the blow. So the inside of the foot is actually aimed to the left, and the momentum is actually going out to the right. Now, for many of you, to be able to do that, is you're going to have to close the face. Many of you are playing with a grip that's far too neutral. And a grip that's neutral with a square face at address dynamically is massively open. So what we need to do is we need to close the face. So you're looking down at this closed face and you're thinking, what is he on, right? This is crazy. This is nonsense. So many of my students, when they close the face that much, they panic. They go, how in the world am I going to be able to hit the ball with that? So what you must understand is that this golf club is first and foremost designed to cut grass. So if I had my trusty grass whip here, see this? You won't see this in your friendly neighborhood hardware store because you can't let kids swing this in the in those alleyways. So if I'm taking this and I'm cutting grass with it, it would look like this. So I'm just cutting grass on my merry way. Now, I can cut grass with it closed. This would be a sawing action from toe to heel, and I can also do it from heel to toe. So if I start off here and my hands come forward, I'm sawing way too much from heel to toe and the face is staying open, and what happens is the ball glances off the face. So because you're desperately trying to square that up, now you have to use your body, and now you're losing your axis and your swing is actually going to the left. So here I am coming into the ball, the face is too open, and now I have to use my body to square it up. Well, guess what? Now I'm swinging across the ball to the left, and I'm kicking my soccer ball this way. That's going to create the slice. So what we need to do is close the face, and in order to gradually get you to do this properly, what I want you to do is just put a tee in the ground and consider, with a closed face, how you're still going to be able to cut the grass. So if I'm cutting grass with a closed face, see how I'm brushing the grass nicely in both directions with that very closed face. I got the tee in front of me. So you notice how closed that is with the tee in front of me. So I cut through the tee. So notice I'm still able to clip the tee on the way through. So you have to do that a couple of times. You put the ball on it. And you close the face. And your focus, the eyes are going to be on that little sliver of grass between the leading edge of the club and the ball. And what your mind is looking at is cutting through the tee. You know the tee is still there. So your task is to cut through the tee. So notice we've got this beautiful little draw coming back to that flag. I'll go in. There we go. So this makes the ball curve. Now, if you want to hit a draw, you want to start the ball slightly to the right of the target and draw it back to the target. So all we need to do is play the ball, because if you look at the human machine forms circles. Here's the perfect example of what a golf swing is. I have a ball on a string, I give it to gravity, let gravity create a circle. Well, The ball is the club head, shaft and arm is the string, and the string is attached to my shoulder, and here's my circle. If I take two arms and put them together on my grip, now my circle is revolving around what we call the sternal notch, this point here between the two clavicles. So if I play the ball slightly back of center, I will approach the ball naturally from the inside. So if this is my alignment, I play the ball slightly back, get behind the ball. Doesn't that look like I'm swinging out to the right? So if I swing out to the right with a closed face, I'm going to create this big draw. Notice how the ball exited the screen? Well, it ended up exactly on this line. And you're thinking, this is crazy. Well, of course, if you're going to improve, you have to make a change. And that change for your mind is going to feel very radical. So number one, close the face. Number two, play the ball slightly back of center. Use a mid to short iron first. Number three, cut through the dandelion stem to the right. And then you'll start to see the ball curve to the left. And then when the brain says, hey, if I swing out to the right, I know it's going to curve back to the left, you'll have a lot more confidence with it. But if you're feeling that when you're approaching the ball, and your brain will tell you, if the face is too open, so I'm going to open the face, I'm going to cut the dandelion stem, well, look at that. So now the brain says, well, if I cut the dandelion stem with this, I cut through the T, then the ball's going to go way to the right. I don't want that. So I have to make a correction. See how I have to, my anatomy is out of its, maximum rotation. So now I have to help it with the body. So close the face, ball back, see the stem in your mind, see that dandelion stem. Feel a nice little cut through the dandelion stem, a little to the right, and you're going to get a big, nice curve to the left. And then play around with how much you need to close the face in order to see that curve. And then, enjoy the experimentation, and we'll see in the next one on how to cure that hook.